AMPK sounds like the name of a biotech startup or a secret government project, but it's actually an ancient enzyme quietly running the energy economy of your cells. It's been around for over 1 billion years, outliving mass extinctions, fashion trends, and even the idea of fashion itself. If your cells were a city, AMPK would be the vigilant mayor/accountant who yells at everyone to stop wasting electricity and maybe bike to work. It's efficient, thrifty, and not afraid to shut down the metabolic party when resources are tight. Biologically speaking, AMPK stands for AMP-activated protein kinase. It's a mouthful, but the concept is simple enough. This enzyme is your cell's built-in energy sensor. It constantly checks the ratio of ADP, your body's main energy currency, to AMP, a low-energy signal that screams, "We're running out of juice." When ADP levels drop, say during fasting, exercise, or mild cellular stress, AMPK kicks in like a biochemical first responder. It says, "Okay, team, let's stop building stuff and start saving energy." And suddenly the cell shifts gears. Non-essential processes like fat synthesis or cell growth are paused, while energy-producing and repair-oriented pathways get greenlit. In modern terms, AMPK is what you'd call a master regulator. It balances the metabolic books by ramping up catabolic processes, which generate energy, and suppressing anabolic ones, which use energy. It promotes glucose uptake, boosts mitochondrial biogenesis, basically making new power plants, and encourages fatty acid oxidation, burning fat for fuel instead of letting it sit around your hips, judging you. It also stimulates autophagy, which is the cellular version of Marie Kondo-ing or insides, out with the damaged proteins and dysfunctional mitochondria, in with the clean, youthful infrastructure. So why are scientists so obsessed with this ancient enzyme? Because it's starting to look like AMPK may be one of the key players in the game of longevity. Activating AMPK mimics many of the effects seen in calorie restriction and intermittent fasting, two interventions consistently shown to extend lifespan in lab animals and improve metabolic health in humans. It's like getting the benefits of fasting without the uncomfortable side effects, like contemplating the ethics of chewing on furniture. In model organisms from yeast to mice, upregulating AMPK has been linked to increased lifespan, improved insulin sensitivity, and reduced inflammation. It seems to slow down aging at a cellular level by enhancing mitochondrial function and dialing down the chronic, low-grade inflammation that tends to increase as we get older and crankier. It also helps preserve stem cell function and genomic stability, basically ensuring that your body can keep repairing itself instead of slowly fraying like an old bath towel. What's especially intriguing is how many things we already do, or could do, to activate AMPK naturally. Exercise is one of the most potent triggers. When you move your muscles and burn through ADP, AMPK senses the drop and jumps into action. Fasting and calorie restriction also light it up. So do cold exposure, heat stress, saunas, and certain plant compounds like resveratrol, berberine, and quercetin. Even caffeine and metformin, two very different molecules, find common ground in tickling this same pathway into life-extending action. This makes AMPK a hot target in anti-aging research, not just because it's sexy science, but because it may offer a centralized way to target multiple hallmarks of aging at once. Most diseases of aging, cancer, type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, cardiovascular disease, share some common metabolic dysfunction. If you can fine-tune AMPK activity, you might just shift the odds in favor of cellular resilience rather than slow decline. Of course, AMPK isn't some magical cure-all. Like any regulatory switchboard, it works best when finely balanced. Too much activation, especially pharmacologically, might interfere with necessary growth or recovery in some contexts. It's not about turning AMPK on full blast forever. It's about giving it the right cues at the right times. Think of it as interval training for your cells, short bursts of effort, followed by rest and repair, keeping the system primed and adaptable. In the end, AMPK isn't just some obscure molecule buried in a research paper. It's the metabolic thread that links ancient yeast, Olympic athletes, and you trying to resist a donut. It's proof that evolution gave us a tool for surviving energy crises, and that by learning how to tap into it, we might just extend the quality and quantity of our lives. So here's to AMPK, the timeless enzyme with a nose for thrift, a heart for mitochondria, and maybe, just maybe, a roadmap to a healthier old age.